You ever notice how getting out of bed feels harder lately? Or how carrying groceries leaves your arms sore like you just hit the gym when you didn't? Here's something most people don't know. By the time you realize you're losing muscle, you've already lost a lot. And it's not just happening to older folks anymore. Sarcopenia, yeah, that's the medical name for muscle loss, is silently creeping into the lives of people in their 30s, even their 20s. It's the quiet health crisis nobody talks about until it's too late. Most people think I'm just tired or I've been sitting too long, brushing it off like it's nothing. But what if I told you that every skipped workout, every sleepless night, every bowl of instant noodles is chipping away at your strength, your immunity, your emotional health? We've been sold this lie that muscle loss is normal. It's not. It's preventable. And worse? It's directly tied to poor nutrition, lack of exercise, and chronic stress, the exact lifestyle most people are living right now. But here's the kicker, muscle isn't just about looking good. It's your core defense system. It regulates your metabolism, boosts your mental clarity, stabilizes blood sugar, and protects your cardiovascular health. Lose it, and you lose your ability to bounce back from illness, injury, and even emotional setbacks. And yet, hardly anyone talks about it. Why? Because we think it's something to deal with later. But later might be too late. So let's change that. By the end of this, you'll know exactly how to spot early signs of muscle loss, understand why even young people are at risk, and discover simple, natural ways to rebuild your strength, starting today. If you care about well-being, disease prevention, and living a strong, independent life, this could be the most important message you'll hear all year. Most people think muscle loss only hits hard when you're old, but here's the truth, it starts way earlier than you'd expect. If climbing stairs feels tougher, or carrying groceries makes your arms burn like you ran a marathon, that's not just getting tired, that's your body waving a red flag. These subtle shifts in strength and endurance are early signs your muscle mass is slowly slipping away. And guess what? If you don't catch it now, it's gonna sneak up on you big time. Prevention isn't just about looking buff, it's about keeping your health, mobility, and quality of life on point. Here's a scenario. Imagine someone who used to enjoy weekend hikes or dancing at parties. Now they skip out, not because they don't want to go, but because their body can't keep up. That's muscle loss creeping in. It's more than just aging, it's a drop in immunity, in health, in emotional resilience. Muscle loss makes everyday life harder, and it hits your well-being like a slow-burning fuse. And here's the kicker, by the time it's obvious, it's already bad. Catching it early means taking back control before the damage becomes a lifestyle. So what should people actually look for? Well, things like random back pain, a weaker grip, and even slower walking speeds are warning signs. If someone struggles to get out of a chair without using their hands, that's a problem. These are all connected to declining muscle strength, which affects everything, from metabolism and mental health to your ability to stay independent. Even your sleep quality starts to tank when your body's under strain. The earlier you notice, the more options you've got to turn things around. And trust me, there are plenty of ways. The biggest trap? Thinking this doesn't apply to me. That mindset is exactly why sarcopenia is called the silent thief. It robs people of their vitality while they're too distracted to notice. But once someone opens their eyes to it, they start to realize how much they've already compromised their style of life. The good news? There's a way to stop it, and even reverse it. But before diving into the how, it's time to face an uncomfortable truth. This isn't just an aging issue anymore. It's happening to people way younger than you'd expect. It's wild, but true, sarcopenia isn't just knocking on the doors of the elderly anymore. Today, young adults in their 20s and 30s are seeing real drops in muscle mass. And it's not just about sitting too much, though that's a big part of it. It's about an entire generation stuck between fast food, late nights, and ultra-sedentary routines. We're talking energy drinks for breakfast, back-to-back Zoom calls, and crashing on the couch instead of moving. That combo wrecks your metabolism, drains your health, and slowly chips away at your strength. Let's get real for a sec. Imagine a 28-year-old software engineer. Works 10 hours a day, barely sees the sun, survives on takeout and caffeine. never hits the gym cause there's no time. They don't feel sick, so they assume they're fine. But inside, their immunity is lowering, their muscle fibers are shrinking, and their mental health is crashing without warning signs. This isn't rare, it's the new norm. And the price is paid years later, when things like joint pain, fatigue, and even poor sleep quality hit hard and out of nowhere. And if you're thinking, I'm still young, I'll bounce back, think again. Studies show that muscle loss can begin as early as age 25 if your body's not challenged regularly. Add stress, poor diet, zero physical activity, and boom, you're on the fast track. And it's not just physical. Lower muscle mass is tied to anxiety, depression, and even reduced cognitive function. It's all connected. You lose strength, and suddenly life feels heavier, mentally and physically. That's the trap. You don't even know what's happening until you're stuck in it. But here's the shift. When young people understand that muscle health is a pillar of preventive medicine, not just gym aesthetics, everything changes. Muscle isn't just for flexing, it's your body's engine. It supports your heart, your immune system, your brain. So if you've been ignoring the signs cause you're too young to worry, now's the time to flip that mindset. And if you're wondering how to build real, lasting strength, the next step is where the rubber meets the road. Here's the truth that a lot of people overlook. Without protein and resistance training, your body's just running on fumes. Muscle doesn't magically stick around. You've got to fuel it and challenge it. Protein isn't just a gym bro obsession, it's literally the building block your body needs to repair and grow. If you're skipping out on high-protein meals or relying on processed snacks, you're starving your muscles. And without enough resistance, like lifting, bodyweight work, or even carrying your own groceries, you're just letting strength slip away. Picture this, someone eats toast in the morning, pasta at lunch, maybe a salad at night. Where's the protein? Barely there. Now imagine if they added eggs and avocado for breakfast, grilled chicken or tofu at lunch, and salmon with lentils for dinner. That's a game changer for muscle preservation and immunity. Pair that with even 20 minutes of resistance training, squats, push-ups, resistance bands, and boom, you've activated your health, boosted your metabolism, and added years of independence to your future. And the benefits don't stop there. Resistance training isn't just about getting lean, it fights inflammation, improves cardiovascular health, and even enhances mental clarity. You lift weights, you lift your life. People who train consistently tend to sleep better, handle stress better, and even make better food choices. That's how you create a loop of well-being that reinforces itself. And you don't need a fancy gym. A couple of dumbbells, a backpack with books, or your own body weight is enough to start building back muscle and balance. But there's one thing to remember, consistency beats intensity. You don't have to train like an athlete, you just need to move with purpose and eat like your muscles matter. Because they do. Every rep, every bite of lean protein, is a step toward reclaiming your quality of life and avoiding the long-term damage that sneaks in without you noticing. And once you've got the foundation laid, the next step is learning how invisible enemies, like chronic stress and bad sleep, can undo all your hard work. Let's be real, chronic stress and lack of sleep aren't just bad habits, they're muscle killers. When you're constantly stressed, your body pumps out cortisol like it's on overdrive. And cortisol? That hormone eats muscle for breakfast. Combine that with poor sleep, less than 6 hours a night, and your body never gets the recovery time it needs. It's like trying to build a house during an earthquake. No matter how good your nutrition or workouts are, your muscles can't grow if your nervous system's constantly in survival mode. Take someone juggling a high-pressure job, barely sleeping, and living off coffee. Sure, they might hit the gym once or twice, but their gains never stick. Why? Because their body's too busy fighting stress to rebuild anything. That lack of rest leads to inflammation, higher fat storage, lower immunity, and a total nosedive in mental health. Muscle breakdown accelerates quietly. And without even realizing it, they're not just tired, they're weaker, slower, less motivated, and stuck in a cycle that feels impossible to escape. It's not just about looking tired, it's about the long-term damage. Chronic stress lowers testosterone and growth hormone, two key players in muscle repair. poor sleep throws off your hunger signals, so you end up craving junk instead of real fuel. That combo wrecks your nutritional balance, drains your energy, and kicks off a downward spiral of poor health. It also feeds anxiety, mood swings, and low focus. Everything's connected. If your sleep and stress are off, your quality of life and emotional stability suffer big time. But here's the empowering part. You can flip this. Start with one habit, like shutting off screens 30 minutes before bed or adding 10 minutes of mindfulness breathing each day. Use natural stress reduction tools like magnesium, herbal teas, or journaling. Build a wind-down routine that supports your well-being. Because once you handle what's happening outside the gym, everything inside it starts making sense. And just wait until you see how much your body can do when your daily habits start working for you, not against you. Building and protecting your muscle doesn't have to be complicated, it's all about stacking the right habits. First off, move your body every single day. It doesn't have to be a full-blown workout. Think walking meetings, taking the stairs, doing squats while brushing your teeth. These small, consistent actions keep your muscles activated and your metabolism fired up. It's less about intensity and more about consistency. And when it becomes part of your lifestyle, the long-term gains in health, mobility, and prevention of diseases are insane. Then there's the food part, and yeah, it matters a lot. Eating balanced meals every 4 to 5 hours helps maintain steady muscle protein synthesis. Go for lean proteins like chicken, eggs, tofu, or legumes, paired with fiber-rich carbs and healthy fats. Think grilled salmon with quinoa and spinach or a protein smoothie with chia and berries. This kind of nutrition doesn't just fuel your body, it improves immunity, balances hormones, and sharpens your mental focus. Your plate becomes your strategy for well-being and long-term vitality. Hydration's another underrated weapon. Muscles are about 75% water, and even mild dehydration messes with strength and recovery. Keep a reusable water bottle with you, and add a pinch of sea salt or lemon to improve absorption. On top of that, don't skip your mind-body connection. Practicing mindfulness or deep breathing exercises for even 10 minutes daily reduces cortisol and protects muscle tissue. It also helps you slow down, tune in, and stay grounded, especially when life's chaos tries to pull you off balance. Lastly, create an evening routine that promotes quality sleep. No screens before bed, cool dark room, magnesium or herbal tea, maybe even a few pages of a book like Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. These habits improve recovery, lower stress, and enhance emotional well-being, all while allowing your muscles to rebuild stronger overnight. When your daily rhythm aligns with your goals, everything gets easier. But here's the real magic. Once these habits are locked in, you're not just stronger, you're building a lifestyle that makes sarcopenia powerless against you. Let's be honest, muscle loss isn't something you can afford to ignore. Remember how easy it used to be to carry things, climb stairs, or bounce back from a tough day? If any part of this hit home, you already know something's off. But here's the good news, you're not stuck. You now have the tools, the signs, and the habits to protect your strength, boost your immunity, and live with more energy, balance, and confidence than ever before. So here's the real question, what are you going to do with this knowledge? Are you going to let stress, poor sleep, and bad habits keep robbing your strength, or are you finally going to take back control of your health, your well-being, and your future? It's your body, your life, your call. But you don't have to do it alone. This journey is about building a lifestyle that works for you, not against you. Remember those early signs we talked about? The weakness, the fatigue, the quiet frustration that something's not quite right? You've already taken the first step by understanding it. Now it's time to take action. Protect your muscle, fuel your body with real nutrition, and create a daily rhythm that supports both your mental and physical health. The strength you're looking for isn't in the mirror, it's in your habits. And hey, don't keep this transformation to yourself. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a tip that could change your health forever. Because the next time your body whispers a warning, you'll already be 2 steps ahead.